Today we're gonna have fried potato with onion and ham. Yeah, it's the first warm meal I'm having for, well, since the last few days. Can't remember when I had the last, oh yes, on the ferry I had breakfast, but it wasn't a warm breakfast. So yeah, I took a bit of precaution today, cleaning the rock first, yeah, scraping the moss off, and smells nice and tastes nice already. Wouldn't look as nice as in a cookbook, but well, the taste is all that matters, not how it looks like. But give it a few more minutes. I had quite a hard time to find a good spot. There are lots of trees around, but either they are too big, too close together, too many together, too many rocks around, and just wrong locations. So I found a spot right up here, and I'm going to do some cooking first. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to that one. It's a bit of a treat. I'm quite exhausted now. I went actually all the way around the lake already, and I'm part-wise on the way back to the town. Yeah, actually not far away from the spot I camped the first night, and but it wasn't ideal, and so I looked a little bit more around and found this one a bit on the hill, and yeah, so I'm gonna enjoy my potatoes. Yeah, it's amazing what you can do with a few twigs, just burning so hot on this hobo. It's amazing, it doesn't take a lot. Almost done. A bit burned on the bottom. I haven't got much, well, I haven't got any oil or fat, so all a bit mushy. Well, never mind. And afterwards we're having a tea. It's gonna be a nice swap. I deserved that. Yes, and especially to my mate Andy. Yes, I went all the way around the lake, and I'm deserving having a nice meal, and I'm pretty sure you agree anyway. You eat everything, aren't you? I guess they're almost done. And a little bit more. Give it a stir. It smells potatoes, with onions and ham. Yummy. Oh. Oh yeah, it's bloody hot. I'm starving now. I'm really hungry. And afterwards, a nice cup of tea. Yeah, and then I call it a day. I only have to put the hammock up. It's still pretty early. It seems to be, I don't know, maybe 3 o'clock or something. So it's not really late. Got plenty of time and enjoy my meal. Yeah, so the kettle is on. And, it's nothing better than something to eat and the kettle on. Yeah, it all gets sooted up. It's lots of tar in this wood, obviously. But yeah, that's a party now. If you're wondering about the washing up, just take some moss, yeah, with some grit, like pine needles and stuff, and just wipe that out, and it's shiny as new. Yeah. Usually I use sand or something, but this works really well. It's all black on the outside, yeah, but it's ready to be packed again. There's still a bit dry stuff in it, but that doesn't matter. That comes off easily. Yeah, that's the washing up the easy way. Tea is almost ready, and oh, I'm gonna enjoy that. A bit slightly different setup with the Plash-palatka. Yesterday I just had the square, well, the fabric actually tied to the ridgeline of the hammock, which wasn't ideal because once I was sitting in the hammock, the whole thing went down and well, lowered itself. So the tension of the tarp setup actually then altered, and so this what now I using two whoopee slings right there, you see, independently, well, tree huggers, yeah, whoopee style, and so they actually there's much more space now between the hammock and the Plash-palatka, and yeah, it's actually set up individually, so it gives much more headroom with the tarp. And yeah, as you can see here, there's the hoodie thing, yeah, the buttons coming along here. That's the right hand side, yeah, and because it's square, this is the shoulder bit, yeah, and because it's a square, I can use it like I actually did with the Hennessy hammock. It's sort of tight, or let's say it's on the short end, but especially in tight areas where the trees are very close together, this setup actually works pretty well. More pleased with the setup. I got it here now. So I have another cup of tea. I put the kettle on. Yeah. Should be early afternoon now. It's fairly bright today and warm, actually really warm. And but at night it's getting really cold. I had to wrap the wetter fleck around the sleeping bag, so go into the sleeping bag and then basically put the wetter fleck above it and button it up, yeah, so the heat actually gets trapped once more, and yeah, let's see how it goes today. I was very close to the lake, that maybe made a difference, but I'm a bit on the hill here, so there could be a breeze coming along as well. So I will see. It's every day is a different, but at least it's dry, not raining, and what else can you wish for? I love it. I love it. Look, all the green, everything is covered in moss. Yeah. It's all dry moss, so it means it hasn't been raining for weeks, I guess. Um, so it's yeah, hope that stays like that for some time, and I'm having another tea now. Yeah, my old trusty hobo stove and the titanium kettle, they match really well and work very fast together. It's a treat. I love it. Definitely worth having it. Just feeding the fire a bit more, and we're having a nice cup of tea. In a minute or two. Steaming a bit, and it's actually quite lots of tar in this pine tree twigs, and yeah, but that's how it is. Once there's really heat in it, it actually goes really well. Don't you wonder, the steam is actually going in the camera direction. I'm in the opposite direction, so I'm not getting the steam up myself. It's all fine. Isn't that the picture? Oh. And exactly in this area I got my hammock set up. Yeah, giving my feet a rest and the socks to dry. Yeah, it was a lovely night. A bit chilly in the morning, it's in between, you know, like, but yeah, I'm getting used to it. And now breakfast on the go. That's the most important thing before I actually pack up. And oops, yeah, see, it's all a bit uneven here. So I'm using the old spot I used yesterday for making a fire down here, and yeah, always takes a bit effort to get into it in the morning. Usually it's a bit slow for start, getting everything out, and yeah, but that's part of it. Oh, have to get some sticks. I've got many left here. Yeah, takes a bit more preparation with the hobo using sticks and twigs and having a full stove, but saves me carrying the extra weight. And yeah, actually I was thinking about at home if I should take the alcohol stove at all. Yeah, but then I thought, well, it could come in handy in a hostel or in a shelter. Yeah. But well, since I lost one of the pins for the hobo, I can't use the stove anyway. So it's a burden now to carry that. I mean, it's like, what is it, 15 gram, the titanium stove, maybe 20 gram. But yeah, it's the amount of items I'm more concerned about, but it's all adding up. Yeah. So obviously in wet weather it's easier with the alcohol stove. I'm using some of the old paper as a bit of extra tinder. I should save that for wet condition. Yeah, it takes a bit of effort. Okay, just some sticks in there. Because I'm lazy, I'm not making a spark by blowing into the tinder bunch. I just use the remaining alcohol now to lighten that up and lighten my pack at the same time. And if I run out of alcohol, spiritus, I don't know yet, I'll find a way how to make fire anyway. Yeah, this is only a 300 milliliter bottle alcohol. I don't know, it's probably, well, it's still pretty lots in there. Almost away. Is that ready? And yeah, just pour a bit in it. And yeah, that's why I use my knife most of the time, just for lighting the fire. Morning, morning. Some kids turned up. I don't know where they're coming from. Having a bit, I don't know, it's funny here in Finland. People, they appear to be everywhere in the woods. They just come out of nowhere. And I didn't expect them. There must be like 7 in the morning. What are these kids doing in the woods? 7 o'clock in the morning. They're no school. I don't know. It's a very interesting country, which I'm gonna enjoy. So, yeah. Ooh, wrong direction. Oh. Yeah, be careful with all the having a quick tea and a porridge. Yeah. I have to put some more Yeah, actually, there's a school not far away from here. Maybe for them actually 5 minutes walk. Yeah, so it's because this is right on the edge of the outskirts from the village, well, the little town. So I guess they just escape during their lunch breaks or whatever. Just whiz into the woods, play around. Well, it's a playground, isn't it? And yeah. Smoke is going that way. I'm shifting position. Find myself. Oh, cozy spot. Yeah. I'm gonna have porridge for breakfast today. It's the first proper breakfast. But it's quite a hefty pack. It's a porridge with raisins in and all sorts of nuts and stuff. It gives me quite a boost. And yeah, yesterday I didn't have breakfast. I just quick out. Alright, that's not comfortable here. Yeah. Getting warm now. Yeah, I feel a bit rough after a few days in the woods, but that's how it is. Yeah. I may have to get some more twigs. Firewood is always nearby. Just break it off and all dry as hell. Okay. Yeah, ready. See, that's why I got this plastic bags. They keep all the main food dry, because it's not, well, it's getting damp overnight a bit, not major, but when it starts raining, it's definitely a good idea having your food dry. And start saving on sugar, putting only 1 spoon instead of 2. I love it sweet, but anyway. So it's for the steam, it's just going to your camera. And yeah, I'm really wondering, there are lots of people around in the countryside. I mean, it's not that far away from the center, but people seems to be really out and about. It really surprised me. People are walking around and steaming up the area a bit. Yeah, and the beauty with this kettle is I can have my tea ready and using my cup for the porridge and the tea. Yeah? Usually I had it all in one. Well, when I was boiling the water up, I had to decide either having tea or breakfast. So now I can use the tea, still keeping the tea in there, having a quick cup of tea, having the porridge and another tea for washing it all down. So that's the plan for today. Yeah, these kids are still playing around there, running around, jumping around. They keep a bit in the distance. And yeah, they build the wild fence in the woods. There just came a girl around just up there, and they had some green tape on the vase, like left and right, like, and chasing around. I think they're playing in two groups. I don't know what game that is. Must be a special Finnish one. But yeah, she didn't bother about me, just watching out for her, like, where are my mates? You know, seems to be, well, a bit strange, but well, kid's life, isn't it? Having a nice cup of tea, and it's so quiet, unbelievable. It's actually got quite warm already. I don't know what time it is, but the sun is actually getting quite intense up here. As soon as it comes out, it warms up everything, and when it's away, it's getting cold. Still someone wandering about. They're jogging all over the place. Unbelievable. The best thing in the morning. Nice cup of tea. And getting into the mood, the spirit, yeah, like, oh, I still have to pack up, and that takes a bit, folding it all up, and then make my way up to the train station. Oh, a green one with a yellow. They must have played some sort of fox hunting game. Yeah, I think that's what it is. It had a yellow jacket thing. I think that was what they have to find, or then whatever group got it first back to the school get a bonus point. Yeah. All right, I having my tea, getting my porridge done, and then I'm packing up, walking down to the train, and because I have to cross the motorway, it's quite a bit, maybe 20 miles across, and then I basically could walk that way, but it's populated area there, and I won't be able to set up camp somewhere, so I'm going right into the hiking area then, and yeah, use this walk around the lake to get used to the climate and slow down, and yeah, had a bit relaxed few days from the long journey, so may pick up some food on the way, and yeah, so the adventure truly started. Yeah, forgot to pull the recording trigger again. So I fill it all up, put my porridge here, get it with the soak, some cold water actually, and yeah, having a quick breakfast in the woods. These kids still running around. What a life. Yeah, that was a good start. I haven't got any more tea. Only a little bit water left. Must be about. Regarding the scale, it's about 300 milliliter. It's about a can of sweet, the brown stuff, you know. That will do to get me out of here. Once more again, ready to go, and a place and leave no trace behind. Yeah, I'm on my way downhill now to the train station. Must be a bit a different sport, like instead of having ball games on a court somewhere, playground, this guy's chasing up and down the hills between all these boulders in no time, and they're really jogging up and down, chasing each other. It's funny to see. I wish I had a use like that.